Welcome back to Bill Sports.
I know a lot of people have been noticing that there's a lot of injuries this season. But before we start the show, do you like sports talk debates between two brothers? Well, welcome to Bro Sports, where myself, Corey, and my brother sitting right next to me, Aiden, talk to you guys about sports like football and soccer. Stay tuned every Thursday at 12 to listen in on the latest episode of your Bro Sports here on YouTube, TikTok, and all other social medias. So let's get into the episode. So, Aiden, why is there so many injuries? Like, what's the actual explanation? I mean, I know I have probably the reason. But what are your thoughts, Aiden? Why do you think that some of these major players are going down with injuries?
Bad luck.
Bad luck? I mean, it could be bad luck. It could be something to do with just like wrong place at the wrong time. But I think I know what the major factor is. It's turf. Turf with a lot of injuries is not good for your joints, for your muscles, for your bone. Like, there's a lot of disadvantages to turf. I know, coming from me, having to play on turf for at least half of my high school career in soccer and as well as in college, um, there's a lot of like not good benefits to playing on turf. It's very hard. It's a hard surface. If you slide on it, you get burns, turf burns, and all that. There's a lot of like negatives to turf, and I think that's a lot of the problem because just it's not as soft as grass is. You know, grass has its perks. It's a little more cushioned. You have a little more structure around you. If it's a good kept up land of grass and there's no holes or anything like that, some grass is actually pretty pleasant to run on and much better and less straining on your legs and everything like that. Um, so let's talk a little bit about the injuries that are on our list. So, Aiden, can you tell me some of the injuries and then what their injury is that we have for major injuries?
First, Patrick Perfect Mahomes, ACL, and Nick Bosa, ACL. Parsons, ACL. Kraft, ACL. Ertz.
Yeah, Ertz ACL. Who else, Aiden?
Tyreek Hill, ACL.
Lattimore.
Lattimore, ACL.
Neighbors ACL.
Neighbors, ACL.
And then who are the two guys who have the Achilles that are the major players for their teams?
What
was it Najee Harris?
Najee Harris.
Yep.
And
Jones. There you go. Yeah. Indiana Jones, man. So, Aiden, it sucks because two of these players are on my team. So we'll actually go into that right now.
And one of them.
And one of them's on your team. So, Aiden, this issue with all these ACL tears and these Achilles tears, it's very frustrating to watch a team that is so banged up and doesn't have all the players that need to be on that field. And especially coming from a Packers fan, we'll actually get into that right now, Aiden. Let's talk a little bit about the Packers and Niners. So in their games, so we'll go back to the injuries, but let's start with the games because that's where all of our injuries lied. When did Nick Bosa go down? Do you know? Because I don't remember at the top of my head. I think it was some point during the beginning of the season.
Probably like week 5 or week 10, somewhere around
there. Yeah. So, how has not having Nick Bosa affected your team in?
Okay. a lot most of the time. Like a lot most of the time, not all the time, but a lot of time.
Yeah, so he's definitely been a big blow to your defense and in being a little more proactive in getting to the other team's quarterback for sure. I also agree with that on Micah Parsons. I think he's been a big factor this season in getting to the quarterback. We've had countless time and time and time again. He was what number 2 at for the defensive ends getting to the quarterback and sacking them. Number 2, our number 2 sacking guy in the league, gone by one game. And what did we do? Went to Broncos Stadium, absolutely blew them out in the first half, and then as soon as we lost Parsons, everything went downhill. Couldn't get anything going on the offensive side of the ball. Watson went down at some point during the game. We lost. Who else? Zach Tom went down with an injury. We had, I'm pretty sure, a total of 7 injuries in that game. Insane. Absolutely insane. And Kraft obviously has been out for a few weeks now. And we're also feeling that effect on the offense. Not having our big guy. And thank God that Watson is okay. It wasn't anything serious. It's just day-by-day stuff. So he should be back for this upcoming game against the Bears on Saturday Night Football. So we're hoping that that's going to be at least a little slight improvement for our offense. But it's very killer, man, to see some of these really big name players injured because of.
It's just like Mahomes.
Well, thankfully the Chiefs are out for the season because they're done. They're still gonna play their games until the end of the season, but they're out of the playoffs. We don't have to see the Chiefs in the playoffs. Thank God. I am tired of seeing the Chiefs in the. Exactly.
Hey, goodbye.
Absolutely. So, Aiden, any other thoughts about the game this past weekend for your Niners? What are some of the things you saw in that game?
Good stuff. Yeah, good stuff, I guess.
Anything else specific that you saw that you liked in that game? Other than just, it was great. The game was good.
Bunch of runs, touchdowns, and
what was the score following the end score of the game?
I think
was it a really high scoring game?
Yeah, I think
I'm
so.
tired. Jesus.
I think so.
Yeah, it was like in the 40s, right?
Yeah.
Well, either way, your Niners look good.
Yeah.
And they look like a really good team that's gonna be making a good run in the playoffs.
Without the Chiefs there, so
yeah. Well, the Chiefs are in the other conference, so we don't have to worry about them till the Super Bowl usually. But, yeah, we just have, man. It's just this season's been an up and down season, and going back to the Packers a little bit, I think if we don't end up getting far in the playoffs and we do end up getting knocked out in either the first or second round, we're one more year away from a Super Bowl. For sure. We have the pieces on defense. We have the pieces on offense. Jordan Love finally is starting to look like that MVP, high quality quarterback finally. And they're starting to put things together. Now, I definitely think Matt LaFleur needs to definitely try to resolve his issues on play calling, because we've had time and time again this season that his play calling has been atrocious. Some small checkbacks that get nowhere, maybe a yard or get a loss on gain. Running up the middle, just like that's just original, right? It's just we haven't been utilizing the right calls. And I think that's been the biggest problem
He's
on our
just
offense.
like our coach. Make bad calls too.
Yeah, I mean, it's frustrating when you have a good team. Like both of our teams are good, but then what kills us is the bad play calling or a bad pass from one time, and then it completely derails the whole rest of the game. And we gotta there has to be a point where you have to figure out what you're supposed to be doing. Because if you're a coach and you have this good of a team, you have to figure out how to use them. And with Watson being in the mix, Golden definitely needs to be put in more. Golden has come up big on needed downs, and they only use him like 3 or 4 times. I see him on the field, but they don't target him enough. They need to target Matthew Golden. There's a reason why he was a round 1 pick or draft pick. He needs to get the ball. If we don't get on the ball, I'm afraid that he's gonna want to be like, I'm out of here. And then God forbid he goes to another team. What if he ends up becoming a fantastic wide receiver? We have to come up with something to involve Matthew Golden. I think that's gonna be the biggest person to use on that offense, especially with all these guys going down with injuries. Matthew Golden is definitely the guy to go. And as far as big guy, Watson for sure. Keep targeting Watson. If they don't do that, we're not going to win games on offense. And we need to keep the offensive side of the ball as much as we can, because without Parsons, we don't really have our threat onto to pressure the quarterback. We're going right back to the defense we had last year, which was still a top 5 defense. But it's the fact that we have to put things together, because we're not going to be able to win games by our defense just getting us back the ball. We need to score points. We need to do exactly what we did against the Broncos in the first half, which was score points on them pretty much every drive except for one when Jordan Love threw an interception. We score points, even if it's only 3 points. Score points. That's what we need to do on offense. If we keep scoring points every drive, then we will win games. That is how it works.
Mm-hmm.
So, Aiden, do you have any other final thoughts about the Niners? What do you think they need to do to make sure that they get into the postseason?
They have to beat the old grandpa on Monday Night Football, beating the Colts. They need to do on that game. Tackle the old man.
Aaron Rodgers or Rivers?
Rivers.
Oh yeah,
the 44-year-old man. I don't know how he kept that close to Seattle, but
Hey, the world may never know, Aiden. But is that all you have for with talking about the Niners? Or do you have anything else?
Go win the game.
Yeah, exactly. If only it was that easy. So, obviously, what's the next game coming up in? You have Phillip Rivers and the Colts on Monday Night Football. That's what the Niners have coming up.
I got the weekend and the Thursday night. I don't have the Monday night.
Oh, okay. So the Niners are playing against the Colts, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll get into that though. We'll add that at the end of your prediction for our game prediction. We need to beat the Bears.
Yeah.
If we win out the rest of our games, we will win the division. and we need that one of those top 4 spots. I don't care, even if we get 4th place. 4th place with a banged up offensive wide receiver core and defense and O-line, I will be happy. So Aiden, now it's time for the final segment of the episode, which is Bros predictions of the week. So Aiden. Oh wait, no, we forgot one thing. What did we forget, Aiden? A power rankings.
The power rankings.
It's not Bros picks of the week.
No.
We're going to the power rankings. So Aiden, what is your power rankings for this week?
The newest predictions are now number 1 now. It's now the Broncos. Give it up. Good
All
job. Right. A good year.
Absolutely. What's number 2, Aiden?
The Patriots.
So they did just lose to the Bills, but they're still a good team. People are gonna keep saying all they want about the Patriots, but they're a good team, and yeah, they might have a weaker schedule, but they're still winning football games. It's not easy to win a football game in the NFL. So what's your number 3, Aiden?
The Bills.
And what is your reasoning for the Bills to be number 3?
They have Josh Allen. He's like mega strong and make comebacks in games.
Absolutely. He's always going to be that good quarterback. And that showed. Patriots didn't want that game. And the Bills came into their house and beat them, just like the...
If you don't beat Josh Allen 20 points, he will come back.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a very close game. I saw the whole thing. Very, very frustrating game for the Patriots, for sure. What's your number 4 and 5, Aiden?
Number 4 and 5, it's Seattle and the Chargers. And the 60 is the 49ers. The 7 seed, Panthers. And the 8 seed, Jaguars. Oh, the newest one, everybody. It's number 9 is the Steelers. And the brand newest one, number 10, is the Texans.
So, Aiden, I'm curious about the number 9 and 10 spot. And maybe even the number 8. You have, and actually maybe even the Panthers too. Your bottom 4. Can you explain to me why you chose the bottom 4 in your top 10?
Because for one, the Panthers, if they win out, they will win their division. And the Jaguars are so good, and everything is good about them. The Steelers, they won their game.
Who'd they play again?
The Dolphins.
I mean, Dolphins aren't the greatest team in the world either, Aiden.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, they did win.
And the Texans, C.J. Stroud just balling now.
Yeah, is he back in the lineup, Aiden? C.J. Stroud. Yeah, so I mean, Aiden, that's an interesting top 10. I have to say that's pretty well thought out. I'm as frustrating as this is. I also don't have my Packers in the top 10, and I really want them to still be in the top 10. They could even be 9 or 10, but after the Broncos game, blowing a lead, I don't know. I can't have them in the top 10. That is abysmal. It's frustrating because the Broncos aren't that, like, it's not that they're not good. They're just not there. The Packers are so much better of a team than the Broncos. And it's just frustrating that we lost to them. It really is. So I can't wrap my head around having the Packers in the top 10 right now. But we're also a beat up team. We just lost Micah Parsons. We're still trying to get back some players. We don't have our best tight end. We just lost another tight end in Wiley to an injury. So like we have a lot of issues.
No.
So that's your prediction, or that's your power rankings. You want to know what mine is?
What?
But what are your thoughts? You were just about to say something. What were you thinking?
I like it.
I know, yeah. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna look at it. So I obviously, after the Bills winning, I would argue Broncos 1, Bills 2. I would go Rams 3, Seahawks 4, Patriots 5. Let's go Bears 6, because the Bears. 7, I want to put the. Gosh, that's a tough one. Seventh seat. Who do I think I want for 7th seat? Give me the Niners for number 7. Panthers are getting there. I actually think I would put them at 8. Texans 9, and then Steelers for sure 10. So I those teams, that's a pretty good list. And obviously I'd switch a couple of them. I forgot about the Seahawks. You know what? Throw Seahawks in where the Panthers are, number 7. Because the Seahawks are a good team. They did just barely beat the Colts of the Unk Bowl Colts in 44-year-old Rivers, but Seahawks still are a good team, so throw them at number 7. Then we'll push everything back. 8 is the Panthers. 9 is the Texans, and then 10 is the Steelers. So either way, pretty consistent list. Pretty much the same exact teams. I just swapped a couple of them. But it's overall good. I mean, there's a lot of good teams this year. And obviously the bad teams are already out and eliminated. But we have a lot of good teams that could probably make it. Because if you think about it, we're going to have 11 and 6 teams this season. Bears, Lions, Niners? One of those 3 is going to be out of the playoffs. You realize that, right?
Yes.
11 and 6 team will be out of the playoffs. So winning 11 games won't guarantee you a playoff berth. That's how close that our conference is. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy to think about. So there's a lot to go off of, Aiden, and we still got to unpack it. And we only have 3 more weeks left until the playoffs. We have a lot to talk about. So, Aiden, now it's time for your bros picks of the week. So, Aiden, in a 1 to 2 minute, I'm gonna set a timer. Who do you have winning in each game?
Seattle by 7, and then Eagles. I got them winning, and I got the Packers winning.
Okay.
And then I got the Panthers winning. I got the Bills winning against the Broncos. No, against the Browns. I mean, not the
the Broncos. So you got the Bills against the Browns. Cool.
And I got the Chargers winning against the Cowboys. And then, I got the Jets winning against the Saints.
Okay.
And oh god. Sorry people. And sorry, Giants fans, I got the Giants winning.
You got the Giants winning?
Yes.
Against who?
The Vikings.
You know what? That's a fair decision. I agree with that.
I got hard this sounds. Kansas City. I got the Titans winning.
Yeah, because Kansas City currently doesn't have their quarterback, so they're probably gonna lose.
Between the Bengals and the Dolphins, I know both of them are out. I'll pick the Dolphins to win. And then the Falcons and the Cardinals. I picked the Falcons to win. This was so hard. I know the Broncos almost winning the number 1 seed, but the Jaguars came good. Setting it down, I picked the Jaguars to win the game.
All right.
And Steelers and Lions, I picked the Steelers to win out strong and win out perfectly. I got the Texans winning against the Raiders. Go Texans, or go CJ Stroud. The Patriots against the Ravens. I got the Patriots winning against them.
All right. Any other ones? Oh, you're forgetting one team. That plays on Monday. And whose team is that?
The Colts and Niners.
Okay, and who do you have winning, Aiden?
The Niners.
Of course you do. Of course you do. Because it's your team. Duh. So, Aiden, do you think... Now, hear me out. Now, this is a little extra at the end of the episode. Because I want you to really think about this. In the scenario that Grandpa Philip Rivers beats your 49ers, how would you feel about that?
Pretty upset.
Because they did almost just beat the Seahawks. The Seahawks only beat them by 3 points. By a field goal. So hear me out. I want the Colts to win just because it's a really good storyline. But what are your thoughts about that? If that win, if that's actually ends up winning,
it would be really scary if the Niners lost to the Colts.
Yeah, I mean, because then that's gonna really determine how good your team actually is if a 44-year-old quarterback that just came back after a 5-year hiatus away from football and coaching a Catholic high school football team, mind you, and he threw only 120 yards last game. I mean, don't get me wrong, he had some good plays. I saw some of the game. He played good. He threw 1 touchdown. He only got sacked once. He looked slow as hell. He looked like he just ate 5 cookies and then said, "Oh heck no, I ain't running anymore." But he didn't look bad for a 44-year-old man who probably gained at least 30 pounds. Yeah, he played pretty damn good to me. So I don't know. I think that'd be really funny for if your Niners ended up losing to the Colts. But that's your picks. That is Bro's picks. But Aiden, is there anything else you have for the folks who are listening into this podcast?
Let's just say if the Panthers win their whole division, we will look back at the Panthers and Bryce Young, how young he was.
Hey, how young he was? Hey, that was good. You didn't even realize that you did that. How young he was? Bryce Young?
He's
Heck
like
yeah.
he's like 20.
I don't know. Bryce Young is young.
Yeah. He's still young. He can still be the number one.
Yeah, oh my
And then-
god, what the heck is going on?
If
Anyways.
probably he will win their first round or the second round. I believe them to win it. And one more shout out I will give to the almost close to the season. I will give one more shout out. I know they're not in it anymore. The Dolphins. Give them one more shout out. What a good season. It's sad it comes to the end, but they had a good season overall, and they will win 9-8 overall too.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a good season, and we have a lot of football still left. We still have the postseason to go through, and we hope that we can continue to watch all of the good games coming up, going into the postseason in the next few weeks. So, Aiden, anything else that you have for the people listening in to your Bros Sports?
Go!
No, you're not going 49. Go, Pack, go! Go, Pack, go!
The Chiefs are not in it. Goodbye, Chiefs forever. And so long, Chiefs. And never return to the promised land ever again.
Heck yeah.
Patrick Mahomes, I'm so sorry you got injured. We don't like injuries in the LFL. And hopefully you feel better and make a safe recovery.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Don't get me wrong. We don't like Patrick Mahomes. But obviously, we want guys to get better and not be injured. Because we want to watch all these great games. These great players who made it to the NFL and worked their butts off to get there. To continue to play for a sport that they played throughout their whole career. But that is all we have for you folks. Don't forget to tune in next week as we will be doing a Christmas special going into the holidays. And then following that, the following week, we will probably be doing a New Year special. Or we will be taking a break to recover and rest up. And then we'll be back with another episode right after the holidays of New Year's in 2026. But stay tuned next week to listen in on our holiday Christmas Day special. Once again, don't forget, because I forgot this, don't forget to tune in every Thursday at 12 to listen in on your Bro Sports. I'm your host, Corey Raftery.
Aiden host Aiden Raftery. It will be a fun 2026, everybody.
Heck yeah. And we will see you guys next week.
And have a good day. Have a good school year. Have a good school year at the end. And have a good holiday. And good night.